Hello, I have in this box a Jensen C6V ceramic guitar speaker. Let's take a look at it. It's actually pretty tiny, isn't it? According to the Jensen website, the C6V is the smallest ceramic guitar speaker in their range. It has a smooth tone, a rich mid-range, excellent detail on the top end, and a convincing bass for its size. The 20-watt power handling ensures good headroom, dynamics, and articulation, even with mid and high gain tones. General description of its characteristics: the lows are tight, the mids are firm, the highs are smooth, and the overdrive is crunchy. So it sounds like it should be a very good guitar speaker, even though it's so small. Now, the goal of this experiment, I'm going to mount this in this cabinet. Ooh, this is a speaker cabinet I built a few years ago. It had a 12-inch speaker in it originally. I did some experimenting with a 10-inch speaker a while back. Right now it has no speaker in it. I'm going to put this thing in here. I'm going to see how hard I can push my Marshall DSL-20 back there and maintain an acceptable volume level here in the house for practice. I'll compare it against my other cabinet back here, which I also built. It has a 12-inch speaker and a 10-inch speaker in it. So I just want to know how much quieter this will be. It's an accepted fact that the best sound from a tube amp is when you push it and make the tubes work hard. Of course, that means you're going to be very, very loud. So to solve that problem, many people will use a reactive attenuator between the amp and the speaker box, and those are very expensive. And just recently, Celestion came out with a Peacekeeper speaker, which is supposed to be 10 dB quieter than their standard speakers. And that's like a $250 speaker. This was $39. And it is a quality guitar speaker. I want to see how it sounds. I want to see how much quieter it is compared to that with the amp at the same settings. And I did purchase recently a little dB meter, which I can use to get a more accurate reading between the two. Okay, I'm going to mount the speaker in that cabinet and try it out. I've got the little Jensen speaker mounted in this cabinet here. I've had a few days to play around with it. And I can tell you that it sounds pretty good. It's not as loud as the bigger speakers in my other cabinet behind me. But it's really only about 5 dB quieter. So I don't think it's the solution to cranking your tube amp way up and trying to keep your volume level down. So let's give it a listen. I do have my dB meter in the middle of the room just to capture the overall ambient volume. And the DSL-20 back here, I've got it in the ultra gain channel. Volume's up at about 10 o'clock. The gain's maybe less than 9, but I do have a Plimsoll overdrive pedal on the floor. Okay, here we go. I'm just going for high gain sounds in this test tonight. I'm not messing with any clean tones, okay? Okay, I'm going to swap the cabinets out. I'm going to leave the amp set exactly as it is. Same volume, all settings the same. And I think you'll notice that on the dB meter, it'll be about 5 dB higher. It's noticeable, but it's not drastically noticeable. Well, Doc over there has us plugged into the 10 and 12-inch speakers now. And as I said, everything on the amp is set exactly the same, and I think you'll notice it's a little bit louder and probably sounds a little better because I got a Celestion Creamback 12-inch speaker there and a G10 Vintage over here. I'm miking the 12-inch speaker. Here we go. Okay, well that concludes this test comparing the Jensen C6V 6-inch speaker to the 12-inch and 10-inch Celestion, both being powered by the Marshall DSL-20HR and with the same settings. I think you could see there that the 6-inch speaker is a little bit quieter, doesn't quite have the fullness of tone, and is not the solution to cranking your tube amp at home. So you might want to find another way to do that. If you made it this far, I just want to say thanks for sticking with me through this little experiment. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more guitar-related videos. We'll see you next time.